Okay, so my sharing group is active, and me as an instructor now, I can create kind of a scenario for this activity. So I could go to content, for example, and say, well, so this will be the scenario for the formative essay one. So here I can add some instructions. So for example, here, deposit a copy of your work in the Dropbox folder. This work will be assessed by instructor. Deposit a second copy of your work in the folder titled formative essay peer group, whatever, in your e-portfolio. And this work will be evaluated by 700 students. And then assess 700 colleagues through the export type of portfolio, and then assess these guys with the rubric. So at this point, what I want to do is kind of demo what this looks like. So if I go into my peer group one, so John Aronson here is in peer group one, and John, what he's done is kind of done everything. So he's submitted his work here, and he's also checkmarked these two items in his checklist. If John goes back to portfolio, he'll see here, right, different people in his group, and he will see all of what people have assessed him for on his work. And since the sharing group is still open or still active, what happens is that John sees, right, how Cesar was assessed by him. Sorry, doesn't see the other assessments, only sees his assessment of his colleagues. So this is pretty nice, meaning I know I've done my work, I've assessed my peers, and I can still see this see the assessment I've given my peers. On my collection, I see what everybody gave me as an assessment. So this is pretty nice. Now, from an instructor's standpoint, this is really important. From the instructor's standpoint, what you can do is collect this work, right? So if I go to rubrics here, and I go on my stats, on my rubric, I see e-portfolio, and from here I can see, for example, Cesar Bentley was assessed 7 times, and his average level is accomplished, and his average score is 19.28. So this is basically the average of all his peers that have evaluated Case Bentley. So, and as you can see here downwards, this is the demo I'm explaining to you, but this is what we've done earlier, where Patty Sherman was evaluated and she had 20 points within the level of accomplished. So all these stats of peer assessment are kept within Brightspace so that you as an instructor can go and take a look at that average level score for that peer evaluated assessment. So that's basically how things kind of work together in making peer evaluation work in Brightspace.